I'm a preacher until they try to tell me I can't preach it no more. That's happening. Right now, preachers are in jail for preaching. Y'all don't even understand this. Did you know it's while y'all sitting there and just sitting there like I'm taking too long, I'm risking my life sometimes to preach what I'm saying. People don't know that. Now, a lot of these preachers ain't risking nothing because they saying they preaching New Age stuff. They ain't saying nothing. But those that actually open your eyes, no, we risking something. I take these messages, put it right on the internet. Anybody can hear that. Anybody can hear that. I've already accepted that I'm called to be a vocal gift. I'm gonna keep preaching until somebody stop me. The problem is not the preachers, it's the people won't open their mouth. The people won't say nothing.
I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory unto the Most High. And today what I want to talk about is, having no power. And walking uprightly. And a lot of times when we look at power, we look at, when we think about power, we think of people with money. We think of people with, a lot of resources, a lot of connections, business owners, all those things we think of. And, when we look at our situation, we seem kind of powerless. We seem powerless. We seem like, there's no way to turn to. You have like the whole world up against you. And I was one to think that way, but, I gotta kind of like sit back and take a back seat. And when you think of the biblical men, somebody like the Messiah, he didn't come wielding any power, man. As far as money, military. He didn't come with any of those things, but he was powerful. And why was he so powerful? He was powerful because he spoke the truth and he walked uprightly. He was a threat, man. And he didn't do anything else. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't hurt anybody. All he did was walk uprightly and speak the truth. And he was a threat. And the same with the other biblical men and that was righteous, and the disciples and things like that. And like I said, a lot of these men were warriors, man. I mean, these were men of warrior class. But that wasn't their foundation. That wasn't what they were all about, man. They were spiritual men first, and they did the right thing. They walked uprightly and they spoke the truth, and that was that was their power, man. So when you look at your situation, you do have power, and your power is in the truth. So a lot of times we like to look at ourselves like, oh man, we're powerless, but the power is in the truth. I mean, we're living in a world full of lies. And just by you walking uprightly, you not giving in, that's your power. Because when you look at all these other guys around you, they gave up. They gave up already, man. They don't want to speak the truth. The ones that so-called speaking the truth are in these Masonic fraternities, and they're allowed. Whatever they say is controlled already. They have to ask permission. And a lot of these men that spoke the truth, in the Bible, a lot of them lost their lives, man, because they were powerful. And I'm telling you today that, look, man, you may look at yourself like, look, I'm not powerful, but your power isn't just by being yourself and walking uprightly, man. You mean? Look what happened to those biblical men. People were following them around too, trying to kill them, following them everywhere they went. All because they did the right thing, man. And I'm telling you, just by you doing the right thing, hey, you ruffle their feathers, man. You ruffle people's feathers, man. Why? Because they're used to everybody just, fitting in, putting them into, a little space, a little Lego block. Like, hey, fill that space in, Used to them just falling in line. Psalms, let's look at this. Psalms 15:2. He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart, man. So when you walk uprightly, man, you're gonna work righteousness and speak the truth in your heart, man. And that's what these men did, man. And they were a threat, man. I'm telling you today, like, hey, look, you don't need all those things, man. You don't need all those things, and I was always one that looked, oh man, we don't have this, we don't have that, but just by you walking uprightly, you become a threat, man. Especially when you're a bunch around other people that's doing the wrong thing, What they're always gonna try to pull you in, But when you resist, you become a threat to them, man. John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, man. It's the Messiah. He said that the truth shall make you free, man. Right now, we living in a world of bondage, man. This is a slave planet. They literally lied about everything. They lied about the damn shape of the earth. And you got people out here that still don't care about it. They still don't care. Why? Because they already gave up and they're already on the other side. They don't see how big of a deal that is, They're not walking up. They don't want to walk uprightly. Why? Because walking uprightly, and knowing the truth and speaking the truth. Yeah, you become a threat. And that's what this is all about now, man. It's a war on truth, man. It's a war on truth. Everything that the Most High says not to do in the scriptures, they do. And I don't know if you noticed that trend. Everything he said not to do, they do. They promote it. The truth shall make you free, man. And now you got other people, that's living a lie. And because they want to continue to live a lie, they put other people in bondage, man. So a lot of you targeted individuals, hey, we're living in bondage, man. Why? Because other people want to live a lie. Because in reality, in the Most High system, they won't be on top, man. They won't be on top. Why you think the scripture says that order is going to be reversed in the end? What's first is going to be last, and what's last is going to be first. If you stay in accordance with the Most High, if you do according to His will, Because first of all, you have to be able to tell the truth. If you can't tell the truth, man, look, man. That's part of the foundation of everything, man. So I didn't want to make this one too long. I just wanted to just put that one out there, man. Like, look, you have power in telling the truth and just being yourself, walking uprightly, speaking the truth. Not living a lie, not deceiving other men. And people are gonna remember you, man. For doing the right thing. Cause that's what's all about it. You're just reaching out to one person. They all did, man. They all did. That was their power. They wasn't coming here wielding no no guns, no knives, being carnal. Their power was just by walking uprightly, man. And those that didn't, that chose not to walk uprightly, like I said, they gave up. They gave up. You know how many lies it is out there? You know how many lies I encountered in when I first came into the truth, searching out the scriptures? I feel there's so much error, man. But when I found the truth, when I finally found the truth, it made me happy, man. It made me free. You appreciate somebody that tell you the truth, man. That's not trying to deceive you all the time. Who wants to be around a bunch of people like that, man? It's always lying, always deceiving somebody, Walk uprightly, man. That's your power. That's your power. Because it's gonna set you free. These guys don't want you to be free. They want you to be in bondage while they live free. While they continue to lie to you. That's why the Messiah came. He came to set the people free. And that's what he was doing. This is why they despise the truth. Because they lose control of the people, man. As long as we in fear, as long as we continue to live in fear, as long as they continue to keep making making up these events, keeping the people in fear, making up all these we call it false flag attacks, things like that, just to continue to keep the people in fear, man, so they can have control over them, so they could rule. That's what the scripture says. Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? That vain thing is power. That's their power, man. Their power is in the lies and fear. But those that speak the truth and walk uprightly is a threat to them. And you would think that somebody that walk uprightly would be somebody that they want, but no, they don't want people like that, man. Anybody that walk uprightly, or their goal is to tarnish them. To try to turn them into what they are. And that's what Satan tried to do with the Messiah. He tried to bribe him, try to tarnish him. But he continued to walk uprightly, and that devil had no power and dominion over him, man. Nothing that you threw at him to entice him, could stop him. Because he was, once again, it's about being prudent and understanding that he already had the power, man. And you already have that power. So, all praises to the Most High, man. I didn't want to make this one too long, man. Then you got other people on the other side, man. They feel like they have power, but they they just in bondage, like they in the same bondage, man, like you are. They feel like they're free. They'll come out here to laugh and they'll smile. They think it's all fun and games, but they're just in as much bondage as you, even more. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, like I said before, man, it makes no sense to join the other side. Because I already know the truth. And the Most High's blessed me with that, man. He blessed me with that. He showed me the truth. There's no need for nothing else. I would be a fool, just to give up. And and I was reading something the other day. I forgot where it was. And one of the testaments of the patriarchs, it says one of the reasons the Most High holds back, you know, from answering is to test your fortitude, man. You know, test your fortitude, man. See what you're gonna do. See if you're gonna stay in your power, or just give up. So yeah, man. Walk in your power, man. Walk in your truth. Shit. All praise to the Most High.